Morales gives up 2 years in age to Pacquiao. Morales is an inch and a half taller. It was a factor in the first fight. Pacquiao has a 1-inch arm length advantage when measured from the armpit to the end of the fist, but Morales' jab was longer and created space in the first fight. They both weighed in at or near the 130-pound limit. Some were surprised at Pacquiao being a pound and a half lighter at 128 and a half. Perhaps he wants better movement, particularly in the wake of what Zahir Rahim was able to do against Morales in September. And tonight, unofficially on the HBO scale, they both weigh in at 140 pounds. Punch stat numbers from the first fight, Larry Merchant.
Reflects accurately what happened in that fight. Pacquiao busier, Morales more accurate with his punches.
Rules of the bout with our unofficial ringside scorer, Harold Letterman.
The Erik Mоралес Manny Pacquiao fight is scheduled for 12 rounds using the unified rules of the Association of Boxing Commissions. There is no 3 knockdown rule. Only the referee can stop the fight. A case of cut is caused by an accidental headbutt. We go to the scorecards after 4 rounds have been completed, and you cannot be saved by the bell at any round, including the 12th and final round. Jim.
It's a 12-round fight. No title is at stake. Erik Moralez lost the coin flip and therefore enters the ring first, where he will wait for Pacquiao to enter the ring. You see below him the information that in his last fight in September, in what was expected and planned to be a marketing tune-up for this fight, he lost a one-sided decision to Zahir Rahim. In that fight, Larry, he went up to 135 pounds for the first time and perhaps erred in taking on a brilliant defensive boxer.
Well, the brilliant defensive boxer certainly make it look like he erred, and he is very, very embarrassed by what happened. He has a keen sense of where he stands in the boxing firmament, and he feels he has to regain those heights.
It was the only loss of his career, Emmanuel, which was not to the great Marco Antonio Barrera, who beat him twice in their trilogy. Was it a blessing in disguise in the way that it could motivate Morales for tonight?
I think so. You know, Morales has this personal inside war inside of himself that he's going through, of trying to become the favorite fighter of the Mexican fans, and he's at this continuous war comparing with Barrera and with Julio Cesar Chavez. And I think the loss really hurt him so much that he's going to fight a much more better fight.
But some question whether it means that Morales is done after too many big fights, too many wars, too many high-pressure rounds.
Well, we're going to find out tonight. That's one of the questions that I like, probably everyone has. But the problem is maybe it was just the style of Zahir, which I think was more of a factor than the fact that he's done.
You saw the record for Manny Pacquiao in his last 5 fights. 3 knockouts, a draw with Juan Manuel Marquez, and the loss to Erik Morales. Pacquiao has fought on American soil 8 times. His record, 5 sensational knockouts, 2 draws, one of them a technical draw with Agapito Sanchez, the other the bizarre draw with Juan Manuel Marquez, in which he knocked Marquez down 3 times in the first round, and then the loss to Morales. Here he comes with his enormous fan-following support from the Filipinos in the crowd.
He is just about the happiest warrior we've ever seen walking into a fight. Back in the Philippines, he's a combination of Ali and Elvis and Bruce Lee. Needs 10 bodyguards for him and his family. An extraordinary personality, perhaps the most extraordinary personality ever to come to these shores as a prize fighter from Asia.
As a child, he sold stolen cigarettes on the streets of his city in the Philippines to eat and survive. Now, rich people from that country line up to pay homage to him.
I'm just so impressed with this crowd here. I never thought we'd see this type of a crowd after a fighter like Morales lost so decisively the last fight.
What a night. Let's go to Michael Buffer for the official introductions.
Ladies and gentlemen, Wynn Las Vegas is proud to welcome you to the Thomas and Mack Center, Las Vegas, Nevada, where tonight Bob Arum's Top Rank Incorporated is proud to present the main event of the evening. 12 rounds of boxing in the super featherweight division. On the line, the WBC International title. This contest is sponsored by your undisputed champion, the King of Beers, Budweiser, and sanctioned by the Nevada State Athletic Commission Chairman Skip Avancino Jr., Executive Director Mark Ratner. At ringside, the three judges scoring this contest on the 10-point system will be Dave Moretti, Jerry Roth, and Paul Smith. And when the bell rings, the man in charge of the action inside the ring, referee Kenny Bayless. And now, for the thousands in attendance and the millions watching around the world, courtesy of Wynn Las Vegas, ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble! Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, wearing white with flames, official weight 128.5 pounds. Professional record, 40 victories, including 31 knockouts with only 3 defeats and 2 draws. From General Santos City, Philippines, the 2-time world champion, Manny Pacquiao. His opponent across the ring, fighting out of the red corner, wearing white with black. Official weight, 130 pounds. Professional record, 48 victories, including 34 knockouts, with only 3 defeats. Damas y caballeros de la zona norte, Tijuana, Mexico, the 3-time world champion, Erik El Terrible
Okay, gentlemen, any punches thrown in this area we consider the clean punch. Any punches on the upper half thrown in this area will be clean. Now, gentlemen, we went over the rules in the dressing room. I want you to keep the fight clean at all times, protect yourself at all times, and what I say you must obey. Touch gloves. Good luck. Buena suerte.
When I was asked before their first fight who I thought was going to win, as I'm often asked, I said, I just hope they fight so well that we want to see it again. This is again.
You know, the first fight, I picked Morales to win because of the physical size and also the fact that I thought that he would take advantage of the balancing bad position of Pacquiao. But after the way the fight went, very difficult to say this fight here. The intangibles favor Pacquiao, though, this fight.
2 other editorial notes we haven't touched on as they come to the ring. Erik Moralez, for the first time in 52 pro fights, fighting without his father in his corner. He fired his father as trainer and hired Jose Luis Lopez Sr., who has no previous great prominence in the sport. Manny Pacquiao did not get to wear the gloves he wanted to wear in the first fight because of a deal his then promoter Murad Muhammad had made for him. Tonight he gets to wear the Reyes gloves, which he says are better for a puncher and will give him more of a chance to score the knockout he's looking for. They start out sizing each other up from a tactical boxing point of view, and both fighters start with the jab. One job which Pacquiao must accomplish to win the fight tonight, limit the effectiveness of Morales' jab, or ideally somehow take it away.
Morales seems to be in a much better zone right now, fighting a guy like Pacquiao as compared to Raheem, who is moving away a lot more. And his jab and the fact that Pacquiao gets his feet crossed up often when he gets close, it may turn out to be an advantage to Morales.
I'd be stunned if we didn't see an entirely different Erik Morales tonight than the guy we saw in September against Raheem. However, on that night, Manny Pacquiao looked spectacular in knocking out Hector Velazquez with a series of big right-hand shots. Not his normal straight left-hand knockout punch, but right hooks.
The way that Morales is holding his right hand is just almost perfect for Pacquiao's favorite punch, which is a straight left right through the center.
because Morales is holding the right hand to the side of his head.
To the side of his head.
Rather than in front.
And Pacquiao, his whole attack is basically around his straight left. He doesn't do too much effective stuff to the body, either with his right jab or either right hook.
In the last 20 seconds, you saw Pacquiao twice land the straight left. Not a really big shot so far. This is the way the first fight went. They loosened up and traded punches most of the way. Morales backs Pacquiao up with a big right hand. Almost knocks him down with a right hand. Stuns Pacquiao as he jabs and right crosses him into the corner.
It's going to be a very interesting fight because Pacquiao is still going to land those straight lefts, but his balance gets to be so bad when he starts his exchanges. And that's going to be a big factor.
Two hard lefts inside by Pacquiao.
Straight left through the center again.
Pacquiao is targeting that left hand effectively in this round. He threw it, by his own admission, way too often in the first fight. The idea is to get inside and set it up. Here's a good body shot by Pacquiao. Morales momentarily stops him with a right.
Well, after a minute of sizing each other up, they're sizing each other up in another way right now.
A flurry at the end of the round by Pacquiao, another landed left hand. Morales tries to come back with one of his own. It was a brilliant round. When we go to Morales' corner where they speak Spanish, our interpreter is Ray Torres.
Very well. Don't lower your guard. Don't lower it for nothing. Keep him up. You got to keep balancing yourself with your hands up.
After the combinations, you can't stand in front of them, okay? You gotta move off to the side, move your head. All right?
Here we see Morales landing the straight right hand, and because of the balance and position of Pacquiao, he'd been over, got him off balance, and he landed another right hand. Might have been enough to win the round.
It was a showy flurry. Pacquiao spaced some left hands out through the round. Interestingly, if you look at CompuBox numbers for round one, just like the first fight, Morales throwing fewer, landing at a higher rate. Pacquiao throwing more, landing at a lower connect percentage. Pacquiao actually had a 12-5 edge in power connects according to CompuBox, but the three right hands by Morales may have won the round. Remember, Pacquiao more of an attacker. Morales is a guy who can lead or counter, and his counter-punching helped him to win the first fight. As we said, both guys will hit and get hit.
Well, the piece is just enough to make it an interesting fight. They both get hit enough. But the biggest thing that I'm noticing in this fight is the balance, once again, of Pacquiao, which may end up being a bigger factor because he's punching good, but he loses his balance often. But the punching is about 50-50.
One thing that would really help Pacquiao to change the fight would be if he can be more effective with his right hand. Before the first fight, he and trainer Freddie Roach told reporters in Manila that he would throw a secret punch called Manila Ice, which was supposed to be an effective right hook.
He must be listening to you, Jim. He's starting to work with his right jab right there.
That's what he needs to do. He has to be a two-handed fighter instead of a one-handed fider.
That makes a big difference because if I was training someone to fight, I might have him primarily looking for a straight left through the middle. There it is.
There's a hard left hand by Pacquiao. Backs Morales up. And another hard left touches up Morales and momentarily stuns Erik. But Morales always fights back when he's stunned.
There's so much for the boxing.
The war is on.
What separates fighters like Morales is they won't take a punch for an answer. They're going to reply. Pacquiao says he's got the puncher's gloves.
Manny, the crowd chants. And he almost knocks Morales down with the left.
Yeah, the straight lefts are landing right between the gloves.
And Morales has not stopped the straight left hand at all tonight.
No, he doesn't have any defense. The only defense he has is to just fight.
Pacquiao just missed with a left that might have sent Morales home early. Morales comes back with a straight left hand and chopping rights and does damage of his own.
Because he cannot stop Pacquiao straight left.
It's hard to tell yet whether the puncher's gloves are having an effect, but Manny Pacquiao is throwing that left with abandon.
And remember, Morales is still wearing the winning gloves, which are more padded, and tend to do, according to punchers, less damage. Another great round.
All right. Nice body work, son. Now here, watch your balance, okay? Deep breath.
Come on, he's hitting you with the left hand. Don't lower your hands. And when you go back, don't go back straight.
Well, it's not a case of Morales lowering his hand. He just keeps his right hand on the side instead of through the center, and there's no defense. The only way to keep Pacquiao off is just to outfight him. But he's landing straight left hands at random.
And Pacquiao throws punches, power punches, more correctly. He gets his shoulder into it, whereas Morales is just a furious arm puncher very often.
Yes, Pacquiao punches directly, as we say, through you. He doesn't punch just to make contact. He tries to punch completely through you with all of his weight.
Copy box numbers in round two. Morales 20 out of 75. Pacquiao 23 out of 87. Pacquiao with an 18-14 edge in power connect. The positioning of Erik Morales' right hand, Manny, shows you that he's far more concerned with his ability to throw it than with blocking Pacquiao's left.
That's right. He's getting hit. I saw at the end of the round, seemed like a little wobble in Morales' leg as he went to the corner, something I've never saw before. Seems to be a little unsteady.
Hard right hand by Morales over the top. And a left hook by Morales. And now he's got Pacquiao on the defensive.
Don't hold him down.
Seesaw fight already. We're only in the third round. Uppercut by Pacquiao. There's a little variety didn't show in the first fight, and a good right hand as he backed away. Again, Manny can set the left hand up more effectively if he can use the right better tonight than he did in the first fight.
Well, if he starts using his right hand effectively to make it much easier for that straight left to the center.
And the straight left lands again on the button on Morales' chin. But if Pacquiao was expecting to knock Morales out by landing straight left hands, it hasn't happened yet. When they get close to the ropes, Morales uses his height and his longer body to force Pacquiao back and pressure him against the ropes.
And he uses his right jab pretty effectively so far, too. Left jab.
Yeah, okay, I wondered if you were talking about Morales or Pacquiao.
No, Morales is using his left jab effectively.
And some people say he won the first fight with his jab, although certainly the right hand wasn't exactly in the holster. They trade combinations. It's Morales who dominates the exchange. And he goes back to work with the jab and the right hand. If Pacquiao isn't stopping Morales' right, Morales isn't stopping Pacquiao's left.
It's a good thing that both of these guys have good chins.
They're trading their money punches, and at pretty close range from time to time. The distance between them expands and contracts according to what Pacquiao wants to do. Mostly Morales stands his ground.
Right now, one of the big factors still is Morales is a much more solid fighter balance-wise than Pacquiao. Pacquiao, a lot of times at the end of his combinations, looks like he's hurt when he's not because his balance is so bad.
Pacquiao is a blunt instrument. He just comes forward.
The intelligence is the difference. The left and right, a straight right hand. Don't let him take the initiative. Get away from the ropes. Don't let him, you take him to the ropes. Don't let him take you to the ropes.
All right, move on. Don't let him be first. Be first. Be first with your double jab and drop it in the body shot.
Pre, una ka daw, ha? Una ka ingon si coach. Ayaw siya pasagdi nga mauna sa imo ha. Kunin mo? Unahan nimo sa jab, una ka.
Don't let him be first. Okay? You go double jab, left hand in the body, come back to your hook.
Empty box numbers in the third. Morales 21 out of 68. He had a very good round. Pacquiao 13 out of 67. Morales with an edge in power connect. If you're scoring, you might want to say, although they've been close rounds, that it appears Morales might have won the first and the third, Pacquiao the second. Let's see what Harold Letterman has to say as we go to his card.
Okay, Jim, you got it exactly the way I've got it. 29-28, 2 rounds to 1. Erik El Terrible Morales. Jim, let's talk about that second round for a minute. The rule is, if you get hit with a clean shot and you go into the ropes, if you're caught helplessly up in the ropes, the referee could call it a knockdown. Morales did get caught. He did go into the ropes, but I thought it was more of a slip. He was more off balance. I agree with Bayless. It wasn't a knockdown.
This time, as Pacquiao went to attack, Morales caught him with a counter left hook and momentarily drove him back. That's the first really effective left hook we've seen from Erik.
I scored the first round, incidentally, even, and I have it 1-1-1.
Fans will like you better, Larry. Incidentally, Manny Pacquiao's right eye is beginning to swell just a little bit. That's Erik Morales' jab finding the target.
His left jab, it's interesting the styles. With Zaire, right here, he had such problem because of the boxing techniques, but the fact that Pacquiao is sitting there fighting him and he has a body to hold him up when he punches is a totally different fight.
Well, when a guy boxes and moves as Raheem did, Morales gets disgusted and says, oh, he doesn't really want to fight. Pacquiao is an opponent he can totally appreciate.
Yes, he's a warrior. These are two warriors, and this is what makes great fights. When you have fighters who are willing to fight anyone and they have exciting styles themselves, that's good for boxing.
Excellent counter right hook by Pacquiao. That might begin to inhibit Morales' jab. But Morales with a stiff left knocks Pacquiao's head back and does it again. When Morales effectively picks his shots and then goes back to defending afterward, he's very effective.
A little left jab of Morales is very effective too.
Morales tends to get
uppercut by Pacquiao. Good shot.
Tends to get marked up around the nose and eyes, and it's already beginning.
He's got a high ridge bone in his nose, and that swells up right away as soon as he starts getting hit a butt.
Well, his nose comes in sections, I should say. I mean, seriously, if you were distributing tickets along Erik's nose, you could divide them into 4 seating sections.
Well, I see it as a great hawk nose, a hawk circling, looking for prey.
It gets broken in a lot of fights, but he's used to that. He's had a good round here in the fourth as he continues to drive Pacquiao back. Pacquiao threw 81 jabs in the first 2 rounds, but has begun to slow down on that and go back to the routine of power punching all the time. That helps Morales to find his opening. Good combination at the end of the round by Manny Pacquiao.
Yeah, but the left jab of Morales is becoming a bigger factor as the fight goes on. It seems to be landing consistently.
Deep breath. Relax.
Okay?
Here you go. Here you go. Manny.
5th round.
Here you go. Gasoline.
Gotcha.
Okay. Water. Away.
You got to put pressure on him, but I don't want you to just don't do nothing. The jab and put the pressure on him. He doesn't know how to fight when going backwards.
The left jab right there, Morales is right now been the most effective, consistent punch in the entire fight.
In the 4th round, Morales threw that jab 37 times and landed 11. Pacquiao tried 29 jabs in the 4th round, landed only 3. He was very effective with the jab in the first couple of rounds. Now Morales is beginning to solve that. And I think he's solving it, Manny, simply by peppering Pacquiao with his own jab and making Pacquiao concentrate on defending against that.
Yes, yes, and Pacquiao has gotten away from landing his straight left through the center that he was landing earlier.
Maybe that's because he's not landing his jab anymore either. And Morales has moved his right hand over just a little bit, just a tiny bit in front of his face. Good left and right by Morales.
Yes, the left jab started it. And he seems like he doesn't have a defense. Normally when you're fighting a guy that's right-handed, you're supposed to try to parry that punch off, pick it off, but Pacquiao isn't picking it off. He just has really no defense for it. He just jabs over his shoulder.
Hard left hand lands for Pacquiao.
With his Reyes gloves on.
Exactly. That was a solid shot. If the knockout puncher was looking for a knockout, he might have thought he'd gotten something there.
And that's the biggest thing always. Pacquiao, he lands big shots a lot of time. He leaves himself in a bad position from balance viewpoint, and that's when he gets hit a lot after he finishes up punches.
Do you think there's a question, Manny, as to whether Manny Pacquiao is really a 130-pound fighter? Was he significantly more effective at 126?
There is no doubt, let me answer him, that Pacquiao is a more truer featherweight. Okay, we're talking about 3 or 4 pounds, and for the elite fighters, it shouldn't make that much difference. But definitely, Morales is the bigger man.
And he imposes his will on Pacquiao again, busting with 2 right hands. And another one. Manny's firing back and landing, but Morales is landing the more tactically significant blows. He's doing what he wants to do.
He's landing the effective blows, the very clean blows.
Again, Pacquiao shakes his head as Morales clocks him with a jab. Look at the upper body movement of Erik Morales, who has brought a lot of energy tonight. Perfect 1-2s, left jab and right cross. Pacquiao fires the left up the middle and lands again, and lands again, and lands again. And Morales comes back with a right.
Morales does not have a defense for the straight left. That's the only weakness that he has.
He's a true Mexican fighter. If you don't hit him, he's insulted.
That's no small weakness, Emmanuel.
It's a major weakness, especially when you have a guy like Pacquiao that can punch with so powerful with that left hand. And Pacquiao doesn't have a defense for the left jab of Morales.
So if the question was, will tonight's fight be significantly different in appearance than the first fight? The answer so far is no.
The left, and then the right on the top. Come on, and then the uppercut. Yeah, uppercut with the right hand. You're doing well.
Don't wait on this guy. When you back him up with the jab, you kill him. Okay? Combination behind the jab. When he's on the ropes, you drop down to the body.
Here you see the left jab of Morales, which has turned out to be the most effective punch for him. And here's the straight left through the center of Pacquiao's, which has been the most effective punch for him.
Up you box numbers through the 5th round. Morales has landed 24 more punches. Pacquiao has thrown 56 more. What is exactly the same as in the first fight is that Pacquiao is averaging only 3 landed jabs per round now. That's exactly the way he was in the first fight. Morales tripling him in connected jabs. It's the big difference in the fight. Fast pace. After this round, we'll be halfway through. Right hand catches Morales. And another right hook as Pacquiao follows up immediately. Morales goes back to the jab. Pacquiao lands a straight left. Pacquiao's energy level going up.
That was about a tough 10 or 12 seconds for Morales, and here he comes right back.
I was just going to say that Pacquiao reminds me of that what's the commercial about the energy, the bunny or whatever. And just when I was going to say that, Morales comes back again.
Pacquiao crowd chanting, Manny, Manny, Manny.
Left jab.
Straight left hand by Pacquiao. Morales showed he could take Pacquiao's Sunday punch. Manny Pacquiao and Freddie Roach said, well, that's probably because of the Reyes gloves that we didn't get a chance to wear. In the second fight, Pacquiao's wearing Reyes gloves, and still, Morales can take Pacquiao's best shot.
Yeah, Morales has a good chin.
But his face is getting marked now. His nose is broken and twisted to one side.
And it's given new energy to Pacquiao, too.
No question, Pacquiao has rearranged Morales' nose with, I believe, his right hand. Pacquiao landing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 shots inside. He's having a big round here. Already, Pacquiao's thrown 52 power shots in the round and connected on 21 of them.
If those gloves are going to make a difference, it's going to be their cumulative impact, because Morales just can't be knocked out with just one punch. He's only been down once in his career, and that was not a clean knockdown that hurt him.
He's never been knocked out. Well, Manny Pacquiao has never won a decision on American soil.
Well, Pacquiao's goal tonight is to try to knock out Morales, to be the first guy to knock him out.
What a round for Manny Pacquiao. He completely dominated the sixth, and Morales wobbles back to his corner.
And may have gone down if he didn't fall into the referee's body. That's a big round.
That's the best round Pacquiao's had against Morales.
Might have been a 10-8 round.
Okay, put a lot of water on him. That's it, a lot of water. Soak him all up. And you gotta be jabbing and moving. You gotta be balancing with the jab. You gotta show something, Eric.
This time, it's Morales who has the cut in the middle of the fight.
And Morales right now has been pummeled. I've never saw him hit like that. And especially on his facials, that he knows that he's in trouble.
You saw the numbers if you were watching the graphic. Pacquiao landing 32 power shots out of 80 thrown in the sixth round. Harold, how do you have it through six now?
Okay, Jim, 4 rounds to 2. 58, 56, Erik Morales. Jim, I thought Erik did win 3 rounds in a row. Rounds 3, 4, and 5. Round 6 was huge for Pacquiao. I didn't think he did enough to make it a 10-8 because Morales fought back. But be as it may, 4-2, Morales.
I have it 3-2 and 1.
Good right hook to the body by Pacquiao. Morales catches him with a left hook, turns it back around for the moment. Scraping Pacquiao against the ropes with lefts and rights. Manny looking to get in a left-hand shot. Backs Morales off. Here comes the Mexican warrior again.
Both of these guys have good chins.
What incredible competitors both of these guys are. Just when you think they are fading, they come back.
Yeah, but Morales looks a little weak there.
Oh, hard right hand by Pacquiao after Morales landed a good job. Erik tries to load up on one big punch and misses it. Pacquiao is getting more and more accurate as these rounds progress. There's a hard left hand over the top.
Morales is taking tremendous punishment. Even a rock will break open if you hit it often enough.
Yeah, Pacquiao's punching with more snap, more crispness. Morales is punching this on sheer determination.
And you've talked about balance in the past. It's Erik Morales who is wobbling now,
yes,
as his legs have clearly been affected by the pummeling that Pacquiao has delivered in the last round and a half.
And probably all of the last 15 fights prior to this are beginning to show.
Even the great Marco Antonio Barrera, in his 2 wins over Erik Morales, never damaged Morales as much over the course of 2 rounds as Pacquiao has here in the 6th and the 7th.
Yeah, and I think maybe all of those hard fights are beginning to time to take their effect and toll on him.
Well, I think it's a little premature, but just give Pacquiao credit here for coming back in the middle of the fight to make it a fight. Morales trying to regain his composure, it seems.
We've seen Erik Morales's nose broken many times before, but I don't think I've ever seen it look this bad, Emmanuel.
No. And I'm looking at the way he's punching to it. When he punches, his balance is very bad. Pacquiao is just so strong, so focused, so determined still, and punching with so much power.
There's also a cut over one of Erik Morales's eyes, but it isn't bleeding profusely yet. Another hard left hand inside by Manny Pacquiao. You saw Erik's head snap back. Morales continues to try to press forward and fight. Doesn't know any other way.
Okay, pre. Ginawa sa ginawa ay sa kontulig. Lalom, ginawag lalom,
How you feeling? Come on, sit. My foot. My legs.
Está muy cerrada, cabrón. Perfílate, por favor.
This is the Morales rally.
Yeah. Morales is pushing Pacquiao back. They both said that whoever could make the other one back up would be effective.
But Emmanuel, when he asks to have his legs rubbed in the round, it says to me that those punches are affecting his conditioning badly.
He's got problems.
In the last 2 rounds, by CompuBox count, Erik Morales has taken 50 power shots from the fists of Manny Pacquiao, maybe the hardest puncher in the sport in these lower weight classes. Somehow Morales is still standing up, still fighting back, but the momentum in the fight has shifted in favor of Pacquiao. From Morales' corner via interpreter Ray Torres, his legs are just tired. That's what he needs.
Yeah, and the last thing you need to do is start rubbing the leg, because a massage will take whatever energy you have in your legs out. I strongly disagree on that of rubbing, massaging, or rubbing anything in a fight like that.
Having watched Tommy Hearns get his legs rubbed accidentally and inadvertently prior to going in against Marvin Hagler.
That's the one thing that I'm adamant about. The last 3 days, definitely no rub downs.
Hard right hand by Pacquiao driving Morales back. He fires another right hook. He's been so good with the right hand tonight. Morales with a brilliant counter right.
Yeah, but Pacquiao just seems to be able to take everything that comes at him.
Morales is going to have to work hard to find something to stem the tide. His jab seemed to be dominating the fight for 3 rounds, but Pacquiao has gotten past it in these past 2.5 rounds.
And his straight left is beginning to find a target.
Right hand again. More effective right hand punching, and now Morales seems to be saying to himself, all right, I'd better just let it go and rip it. I might as well go ahead and take whatever I'm going to take in return. I have to throw. Look at Morales wobble in the face of the constant onslaught from Pacquiao. Look at the courage of Morales as he continues to try to fire combinations and turn it around.
Yeah, his legs doesn't look too steady at all.
Good body shot by Pacquiao with the left hand. He mixes in a few more body shots. He may get Morales in serious trouble. But it's hard for a slugger like Manny to remember to go to the body. He's so accustomed to starching people upstairs.
Yeah, he still favors that straight left hand of his. He's had so much success with it.
Morales' right hand partially blocked by Pacquiao. And then a series of Pacquiao shots. And Morales with a jab in the right hand and a body shot and another right, and suddenly he's back in the fight. Makes Pacquiao miss. Dances with his feet, alive again.
Too late with not enough in that round for Morales.
Relax! Huwag mong gawin yun!
Ponle agua.
Give him some water.
No brinques.
Don't jump around so much. be a little more firm.
Sí. Espero nada más que entre. No brinques para atrás.
Don't jump so much.
O cuando brincas para atrás, baja las manos. No está agarrado. Sí. Tienes que balancear tu cuerpo, bien parado. Behind the jab, drop down the body, okay? Right. You come upstairs, come upstairs with your hooks, okay?
All right, guys.
Desperation. Thy name is a leg rub.
And that, you know, when you get a massage, you get that after a workout. Before that, it leaves the muscles in a spent position. They're totally fatigued and stretched.
So you think Morales is going to get worse and worse here as they continue to rub his legs?
Yeah, but I think now what he's going to try to do is counterpunch his way here. He's going to try to catch Morales on the way in. I don't know how much.
Pacquiao on the way in.
Pacquiao, sorry. I don't know if he's got the energy to attack consistently.
CompuBox numbers in the 8th, Pacquiao 18 out of 84, Morales 19 out of 73. But Pacquiao had the edge in power connect and seemed again to win the round, although Morales had that big rally at the end.
Pacquiao showed a much better defense now as the fight is progressing. He's getting away from most of the power punches from Morales.
But after dominating the 3 preceding rounds with power punches, Pacquiao has slowed down here in the 9th. Nothing much has happened in the first minute and 15 of the round.
But he's still landing that little straight left hand through the center still, which Morales doesn't do anything to stop it at all. He just seems to just absorb it.
On the nose, which is already broken in several places.
Emmanuel, do you think what's been going on in Morales' corner is a reflection of the changes in that corner?
I think it's just accumulation of a lot of things. I think Pacquiao just seems to be more energetic, much more strength. And Nevada seems like he's just slowed down. And all the punches he's taking are taking their effect on him, seem like tonight. All those hard fights.
Could it be the difference between Reyes' gloves and winning gloves?
I don't think the gloves would make. I don't think the gloves would make any difference. I really don't even think the different people in the corner would even make any difference.
You think it's just sheer determination on Pacquiao's part to be more forceful?
Yes,
I think it's partially better use of the right hand, Manny.
Yeah, and that left hand, the straight left hand through the center is beginning to be a big factor now. Whereas before, the left hand of Morales was landing a lot. Now the straight left through the center of Pacquiao is becoming a big factor now.
A punch that he overused and didn't land as often as he wanted to in the first fight. Tonight he's been more effective setting it up with a variety of shots, including some brilliant right hooks and some good jabbing from time to time.
And Morales' legs are going.
And they trade at close range, and now Pacquiao's hands are quicker. As Morales begins to lunge and reach, his legs are leaving him. His hands don't move at the same speed, and Pacquiao's more and more assertive as the fight goes on.
And going more to the body, Jim.
And Erik Moralles backed away to avoid contact, something you may never previously have seen in his career.
No, I think that's indicative of where he is at this stage of the fight.
How you feeling, Erik? More water. More water.
It's easy, son. Don't. But after the combination, get off to the side. Yeah. Okay?
Are you tired?
He's all done. He's all done.
Right here you see Pacquiao just coming back. He's just out fighting him at this stage right now.
Well, he has quicker hands.
And he's landing 4 for every one. Or 3 for every one.
Morales has no defense at all now.
Morales allows Pacquiao to trade with him and therefore gets hit more often because Pacquiao's hands are faster. Power shots in the 9th round. Morales 11 of 43. Pacquiao more effective, 17 out of 50. Harold, how do you have it coming to the 10th?
Okay, Jim. 5 rounds to 4. 86, 85, Manny Pacquiao. Jim, I'll tell you, I thought Morales did win 3 rounds in a row, 3, 4, and 5. But Manny Pacquiao has won everything since. 6, 7, 8, 9, all to Manny Pacquiao. He's just taking it to Erik Morales and punching him, doing more damage, landing the harder shots.
But now in the first 30 seconds of the 10th round, Morales has reestablished his jab and could be on his way to a potential winning round if he keeps it up.
I think that has to do with Pacquiao also being a little tired. He spit some blood out into the bucket between rounds.
It's a good body shot by Pacquiao. He tries for another one. Catches Morales with a straight left. Erik manages to duck and slip a couple. Doesn't throw, has his hands below his waist. He's exhausted.
Totally exhausted. You know, it's the one thing, he always finished up strong. And after every exchange, he always fired back. But I think it's pretty much difficult for him to do it now.
In the last couple minutes, we've seen him back away from contact. We've seen him stand with his hands at his sides and simply duck and slip without throwing. That's very unlike Erik Morales. Another hard left by Pacquiao. Backs Morales off.
Yes. He has no defense at all for that punch.
Now it looks almost like Morales is the one who's off balance. And then
yes, he is. He has no legs. It is very, very, very weak. It would not be surprised for me to see him go down for the first time.
Pacquiao seizing the initiative again. Hard left hand stops Morales in his tracks there. Erik with his hands at his sides as he backs away along the ropes. And he almost did go down on that shot.
Yeah, he's fighting, but his legs are so weak that at any time he can go.
There he goes. Good call, Manny. That's the first real knockdown of Erik Morales' career.
totally exhausted.
And it seems like he has the same expression that Barrera had on his face when he fought Pacquiao.
And now Morales is going to fall farther behind on the scorecards unless he can knock Pacquiao down. But it's almost impossible to imagine it now.
It's over.
There's the second knockdown and the stoppage. Manny Pacquiao has knocked out the great Erik Morales.
A great victory for Pacquiao. How do you get bigger in the Philippines than being a combination of Ali, Elvis, and Bruce Lee? He just got bigger.
He thought he could do it the first time around. He totally made the point tonight.
And he did it the hard way because he took a lot of punches himself early in the fight.
He was behind at the midway point of the fight. Brilliant and courageous performance by the pride of the Philippines.
And the people who made Pacquiao the favorite, curiously, were right. He had a bigger upside. He could change more coming into this fight than Morales can. And now the questions come, has Morales just been in too many of these wars against outstanding fighters?
Morales has just lost 2 fights in a row against 2 different kinds of fighter. In one fight, he loses an embarrassing one-sided decision. In this fight, he is knocked out and annihilated for the first time in his career.
And lost 3 out of his last 4.
Here's the first knockdown, Emmanuel Stewart. You saw it coming.
Yeah, it was just his legs was going. I mean, anyway, even a punch on his shoulders would have scored a knockdown.
Another look at knockdown number 1. Pacquiao hitting Morales on the top of the head, and often that'll send the fighter down.
You can't fight when you don't have any legs to hold your body up.
Knockdown number 2. And at this point, Morales was just looking for a place to hide. And the hyper-energetic Pacquiao, relentless with rights and lefts.
When he started to complaining about his legs about 3 or 4 rounds earlier, to me, that was indication that he realized he was in trouble and he was probably going to quit sooner or later.
Manny Pacquiao tonight was not looking for the home run on every swing, was not looking to knock out Erik Morales with every punch, and consequently he gets
Well, I said the intangibles all pointed towards Pacquiao winning. I thought he was more focused this time, better prepared, and that makes a lot of difference. Plus having the benefit of seeing Morales beaten the last fight too. So I just felt that everything favored him, and he's grown more into the junior lightweight in this time because he's really a featherweight. Whereas Morales is much harder to lose that weight again, especially when you're older.
It's the latest in the string of sensational knockouts which have made Pacquiao a giant star in the sport. Let's go to Michael Buffer for the official particulars.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Kenny Bayless steps in and calls a halt to the bout at 2 minutes 33 seconds of round number 10. The winner by TKO victory, Manny Pacquiao.
Final numbers from CompuBox will reflect Pacquiao's increasing dominance as the fight wore on in the power punching category. Pacquiao landing 12 more overall, throwing 151 more. Morales actually landed at a higher connect percentage, but that was partially because Pacquiao was throwing so frequently as Morales had no way to defend, no way to stop him from launching his punches. Power shots, and here you see Pacquiao's accuracy go up a little bit to 32%. But the big difference is that he threw 216 more power shots over the course of 10 rounds than did Morales. That is a big margin. And he landed 7 more per round. So consequently, Pacquiao winds up with a significant edge in the power punch category. And now Larry Merchant stands by with Manny Pacquiao.
Thank you, Jim. Congratulations. Manny, did you think you could knock out Erik Morales?
I wasn't expect that I'm knocking him out, but I expected that we finished the 12 rounds. But you know, I'm lucky that I hit him the body shot and more in the head.
Are you saying that you think the fact that you went to the body more than you did in the last fight helped to slow him down so that you can finish the fight?
Yeah, he hurt to the body, but the first fight is I can see his body shot because I have a bloody eyes, you know. So this time, so I'm sure that I'm careful to the head, so I can see his hands.
So you say you could see him better because you weren't cut. Do you think your gloves also contributed to what happened?
Oh yeah, exactly. That the gloves that I use in clitoris is you know, I like this glove. It's my glove. So he uses his own glove winning. So both of us are comfortable to use the gloves.
Could you see him getting tired around the 6th and 7th rounds from your punches, and could you see across the ring as he showed such fatigue?
I saw him as every time I hit to the body, he is hurt, and then he stopped to punching. So I know he's hurt to the body. So, but I'm not like aggressive, you know. So I'm careful to because he says he have a punch, power punch also. So I'm careful to his punch.
All right, let's take a look at the end of the fight, and Manny, you describe how it ended for us.
Thank you. Look at that, my left hand, but he's hurt into the body first before I hit to the head. But he's crooked when he knocked.
Did you know that he was done when he got up, that you would be able to get him?
Oh yeah, if he get up the second time, I know I'm finish him because I have a lot of time. So exactly that rounds I have to finish him.
What do you think is going on in the Philippines right now?
Right now, everybody happy. That's why I'm all thanks God, you know, for giving me this the great power, you know. But great power, a big responsibility. So the people of the Philippines, I know they're happy, and also the President Gloria Macapagal-Arroyo, they're watching right now. And then thank you for the first gentleman is here right now, and to all the people of the Philippines, to all my countrymen, thank you very much to all your support, and also the SBO for giving me the chance.
There is a rematch clause for a third fight. Will you give him that rematch? Do you think there should be a third fight?
Oh yeah, there's should be a third fight. So if he wants to rematch, I'm open anytime, anywhere. So people's watching right now. Thank you very much to all of you, and especially the Mexican people and to all the people who loves boxing.
Thank you very much, and congratulations again.
Thank you, sir.
Manny. All right, Eric. Eric, you said to me a few moments ago you were just tired and you need a rest. Do you think you've been having too many big fights, too close to each other? What do you mean?
No, es parte de las grandes peleas, pero yo creo que hacer 130 ya me cuesta mucho trabajo. Además que hoy recibí demasiados golpes en la cabeza. Y bueno, fue una pelea difícil, pero y pega decente, pero no tanto. Me caí más del cansancio y de los golpes en la cabeza, de lo aturdido que estaba, que otra cosa.
I was tired, and it's accumulation of all their hard fights. He punches very hard, but I was just tired. I fell down because I was tired.
Were you tired because of the punches in the head and to the body? Were you surprised he punched to the body?
No, una por el bajar de peso a 130. ¿Qué tenía? Al año, casi un año que no daba 130 libras.
Yeah.
Me fue difícil, trabajé mucho y el cuerpo no perdona, ¿no? El tiempo no perdona, pasa el tiempo y te lo cobra a la hora de pelear.
I was tired because of the making weight. I haven't made 130 pounds in over a year, and it's just the body can't take it that much more, and I was just exhausted.
So does that mean you can or cannot fight a third fight with him, as is in the contract, at 130 pounds?
No sé, lo voy a pensar, voy a ir a descansar ahorita. Voy a pensar qué es lo que quiero hacer. Voy a ponerme a trabajar en un tiempo considerable, ya que haya descansado lo suficiente, me haya desaburrido del boxeo tantito, y voy a pensar qué es lo que quiero hacer. Voy a tratar de bajar de peso, y sobre el tiempo voy a decidir si peleo en 130 o 135.
It's hard to tell right now if I can make that weight. I'm going to take a vacation. I was kind of tired of boxing, and things that it's so difficult to make 130 pounds. I don't know if I could do it, but I'm going to try to make it.
What was different about Manny Pacquiao tonight?
No, igual. De hecho, lo sentí menos potente. Creo que lo golpeé fuerte y creo que él resintió mucho mi golpeo. Estuvo muchas veces lastimado. Golpes sólidos, no como él, mira, tócame la cabeza, traigo muy hinchada los golpes que me dio en la cabeza.
There wasn't much difference. I hit him a whole lot, he hit me, and it was just that I got hit a few more times than usual.
Thank you very much, Erik. Congratulations for giving us another great fight. Jim?